Misandry of the Mandingo looks like black man and snow bunny as the center of a porn ad looks like black slave and white maiden seduction film looks like not knowing these two look like the same things because it looks like behind the cameras and the big screen is the white man profiting from the BBC. Don't believe me? Why, just look at the person behind Black LLC. Now that's a buck hold. You be the buck with no bucks, but that doesn't stop you from making the perfect money shot when a white girl opens her mouth and gets on her knees. But will she open her mouth and get on one knee when you're the center of the... But you still getting your pick of the cotton field. And it's pricking at your self-esteem, measuring your means between your legs through pornography is the new age way of keeping niggas away from books and staying crooks. They figure if you keep yourself occupied, reading between a woman's thighs, then you never bother unraveling the lies that bother the brothers just trying to live their lives because you'll be living in it like it's your truth. Proving every white right about black men and brutes because they can't tell the difference. It's all the same in their cognitive dissonance. Can I ponder on the dissonance that the white girl was the original beauty and the black man the original beast, the beast so frustrated in his bestiality he needs a white girl under his sheets to unleash every bit of humanity left of him. Leave it right where her right and left thigh meets because a white girl's pussy is the closest to pure he'll ever be in the eyes of a white man. Tell me, is this the master plan? Or is this the masses plan, delectable Negro, the biggest consumer of being consumed? Why don't you question it? How do you stomach this? Or has the white man gutted you of your dignity and replaced it with his belly, sold you complacency disguised as agency? Sexual cowardice disguised as prowess be a black man's favorite vice, like his own body was never reduced to a price. It must pay good to be falsely incarcerated of rape 8 times more than a white man just because you could, to know that you're hardwood. Don't be no more than lumber. Used to shelter whites with more slaves because becoming property. Be the closest you can to having some of your own. It must pay good. Mr. Nick Cannon. To refer to yourself as a breeder like you don't have ancestors that wanted more for themselves than to be fertilized or more than they are fathers. Perhaps this is your way of connecting with a slave, channeling in your inner Mandingo. Don't want to give the buck a break, so he buck breaks his own self into a style of emasculation we don't need white men for. I have this theory that beneath all the history is a self-inflicted misandry that suggests if I beat a white man at his job, then maybe I've survived all of his beatings, but not if you're still beating off to your own systemic indoctrinating. Can you come to that conclusion? Home.